South Park Season 20 in review, the Skankhunt42 Story. Hello and welcome to a new series of videos I am making briefly covering all aspects of South Park Season 20. The plan was to review the whole series in one go, but man, that was just a stupid and boring idea, so I have pulled the skin back on my idea gland and I have came up with the concept of releasing this review in story-based parts, i.e. I'm going to break down the whole series into story threads, starting this week with part 1, the story of Skankhunt42. Season 20 of South Park started with the school's message board under siege by the internet troll Skankhunt42. No matter what was posted on the school's message board, he was making sure to reply with a picture of the person that posted with a dick photoshopped in their mouth. Most of the school at the start held Eric Cartman to blame, leading to his online assassination / murder. But that is something we're going to cover in Cartman's own episode next time. It was unveiled quite early into the series that Skank Hunt was in fact Kyle's dad, Gerald Broflovski. Fueled by wine and a general need to cause mayhem, Skankhunt42 moved from trolling the school's message boards to the message boards of cancer sufferers, churches and as many good causes as he could to create trouble. Photoshopping penises in everyone's mouths, leading to him making the national news as people all over the world were feeling the wrath of Skankhunt42. Gerald's trolling led to Olympian and breast cancer sufferer Hilda Ollengrad committing suicide live on TV after Skankhunt42 relentlessly trolled her online, and this led to him trolling her live on TV in a phone-in where he was phoning in calling himself Mr. Doctor Cuts Your Tits Off and all sorts of stuff like that, and this was actually getting on TV, getting past the censors. Skankhunt42 was international by this time and he was in a lot of trouble. The death of Hilda Ollengrad pissed off the whole country of Denmark, her homeland. The people of Denmark decided to rise up against the trolls. Led by Leonard Bedrager, the Danes moved to set up a company called TrollTrace.com. A service that will name and shame every internet troll. Along the way, Gerald was joined on his mission by Dildo Schwaggins, the World of Warcraft guy, and a gang of other trolls who wanted to aid Skank Hunt's cause and stop them being outed by TrollTrace. Now, very quickly here, the trolls all have a they're all trolls, but they all mean kind of well. Gerald is just a bastard. He just wants to cause trouble. So we'll get that out of the way right now. Gerald in general hated every one of these trolls. In Gerald's eyes, these trolls are a bunch of whiny bitches and most likely the kind of people he would troll himself. The trolls were trolling for what they thought was a justifiable reason, to help humanity in some sort of backward way. Gerald just wanted to see the world burn. About halfway through, the election happened, which is a very important part of the story. Round about this time, Skank Hunt was obviously getting very paranoid and he was called back to the same bridge where he first met Dildo Schwaggins, so he's like, alright, I need to go and see what this is. He goes down to the bridge, thinking he's busted, but then he thinks it's Dildo Schwaggins, but it turned out to be Hillary Clinton, who was now the loser. She was needing his help against TrollTrace.com. Gerald thinks it's, he was sold to Gerald as if, you need to go in and be a super secret agent, like James Bond. Gerald thinks he's a super secret agent like James Bond. He's got a suitcase bomb, he's got a suit, he's got gadgets, and he's a way to try and take on TrollTrace on his own. Note, after this point we never heard of Hillary again. She is out of the story, so I don't know why she was in that bit. But I carry on. Gerald managed to get himself into the TrollTrace building under his fake secret agent identity and starts taking pictures for Hillary before coming across all the other trolls who were helping them before. They were all dressed the same as him, and they all think they are secret agents too. It's a trap! So I'm going to sidetrack for a minute. Let's look at Gerald's behaviour. In Season 20, Gerald Broflovski had zero redeeming qualities. Throughout the season, he had many chances to redeem himself, but every time he chose to be as mean and selfish as he could be, whether it was forcing his own children to do his dirty work, or the way he just discarded Dildo Schwaggins from his life as if he was a piece of crap. Gerald's motivation as Skank Hunt, from what we have seen, is that of absolute selfishness to satisfy his own urges and to protect himself from any backlash at any cost. Alas though, he managed to wiggle his way out of pretty much every situation and save his own ass. Not caring about anyone else's, but here's hoping that in season 21 it all comes crashing down and we get a nice end to the Skank Hunt story. But I digress. The Gerald Broflovski / Skank Hunt story. Gerald and the trolls have all been lured into the TrollTrace building, it seems. So they're not spies, they've all been trapped. And they're now being held captive by Bedrager and his Danish staff, who are preparing to put TrollTrace online globally. Now, at this point, we have seen what happened when they turned it on, because they decided to turn TrollTrace on and directed it at one town only, that town being Fort Collins. What happened in Fort Collins was basically apocalypse. The trolls were found and killed by lynch mobs, basically. Everything went to shit. Everyone knows that if TrollTrace goes online, basically the world is going to burn and they need to stop that. This is why they've been lured in there and now they're trapped and they can't really stop it. So this is where things stepped up for Gerald. Very quickly, Gerald finds out that Hillary's plan to take on TrollTrace was all a sham as he enters the room doing his spy thing. And as I said before, all the other trolls are there and they were all dressed like super secret agents like Gerald, and they all had the bomb cases. Gerald tries to escape, he's panicking, he's wanting to get out of this room, but they're all trapped. This was Bedrager's plan, to make sure they were all trapped and couldn't do nothing. As time moved forward, the suitcase bombs came to their detonation time, and all the suitcases ping open, ping, 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 ping. And what happens? No bombs go off, a screen pops up, and they all start playing Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Let You Down. Yes, they were all rickrolled. They are trolled and trolled freaking hard. Bedrager is preparing to put TrollTrace online globally and basically take out the world, and there is nothing the trolls can do about it. At this point, all the TrollTrace staff are locked in rooms as well. The only person running TrollTrace is Bedrager. Bedrager is now preparing to put TrollTrace online, and there is nothing Gerald or the trolls can do about it. As it becomes apparent that Bedrager is not really Danish, and that he was using the Danes to help build TrollTrace, with his only goal to unleash the most epic troll on the planet he could, in the end, Gerald managed to take him down, thankfully. Did he take him down for anything good? No, we've got to remember this about the Skankhunt42 story. Gerald did not take out Bedrager because he was trying to save the world. This is very important. Gerald took down Bedrager and TrollTrace to save himself. He never once did this for anyone. And this is the big thing that we've got to remember with Skankhunt / Gerald. He did this for himself. In the end, Gerald managed to take down Bedrager and take down the TrollTrace service. Luckily for him, as his wife was literally just about to see everything he had done online as Skankhunt42. And as I was saying, this is why he stopped everything. He did it all for his own selfishness, to get himself out of trouble and not be in trouble with his wife, because his wife's a bitch and we all know that. In the end, everything went back to normal-ish and Gerald managed to get off scot-free. Of course, when I say normal, we will cover that in the other, say, member berry episodes and all that sort of stuff. There's a lot to cover. This is why it's been broken into parts. Gerald's story, in my opinion, was one of the best threads of the season 20 arc and probably one of the main ones. It was great to see this very strict lawyer type character use his free time to unleash the vilest attacks on anyone he deemed trollable, all under the guise of it's satire and that people should lighten the F up. The story was very solid until the US presidential election happened, as were a few other ones, and that's when it all kind of fell apart. I mean, halfway through we had Hillary Clinton stepping in to lure Gerald to TrollTrace for something, but this is something we never got an answer to, unless we are to believe she was working with Bedrager. No idea. My initial theory on Hillary and TrollTrace was that if she was voted in as president, Gerald and the trolls would have been trying to find and eliminate her internet history, but alas, this came to nothing. Absolutely nothing. Gerald's story ended with an epic battle on a bridge against Bedrager, where they went back and forth, just trying to justify it. As I said earlier, they were just trying to justify it. One was calling it satire, the other one was like, no, that's not satire, what I do is satire. But at the end of it, Gerald got the upper hand, gets Bedrager off, he hit the switch, and he took TrollTrace offline. Gerald got off scot-free, which to me feels wrong. I'm hoping that this is carried through to season 21, as we were left with the questions, has Skankhunt42 been stopped for good? Why did he do the trolling in the first place? And, as we know, he was drinking the same wine the member berries were drinking. Did his trolling have anything to do with the member berries? Questions, questions, questions. In closing, the Skankhunt42 story was great, but it seemed very much incomplete due to the fact that he has not had to face up for anything he has done, and hopefully we get to see something that will give us completion on this story, finality, and Skankhunt42 will face up for what he has done. So, hopefully this wasn't too long. Leave a comment below, tell me what you think about the Skankhunt42 / Gerald Broflovski story. There's a lot to it, it seems unfinished. But we'll see what happens in season 21. Next time, Cartman and Heidi. Margin Stevie out.